This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a pedestrian hit by a car in Hudson last week has died from his injuries.
The Penobscot County Sheriff's Office says 65-year-old David York was struck on Route 221 in Hudson just after 4:30 p.m. on July 27th. He was taken by Life Flight to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center in Bangor. 50-year-old Judith Whitmore of Hudson was driving the vehicle and was not injured. Officials say the investigation remains active. They say speed and alcohol do not appear to be factors in this crash.
Well, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office has issued a silver alert for 26-year-old Brett Libby of Long A Township. Libby was last seen walking into the woods off of Joe Mary Road around 12 a.m. on Tuesday. According to Maine State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss, Libby has been in crisis for at least the past 2 days. Moss says he wasn't wearing any clothes at the time of his disappearance. He is described as a white male around 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing around 172 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. Now, if anyone sees Libby, do not approach him. Rather, call 911 or the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office at 207-945-4636.
An inmate has died at the Baldock Correctional Facility in Warren. According to the Maine Department of Corrections, at approximately 3:35 p.m. on Monday, 49-year-old Christopher Wilson from Troy, New York, passed away. Wilson's death was attended by medical personnel. The Attorney General's office and medical examiner have been notified per MDOC policy. In July of 2017, Wilson was sentenced to 10 years for aggravated trafficking of scheduled drugs. This marks the 8th inmate death reported to Fox ABC Bangor this year from Maine's Department of Corrections.
Well, at approximately 8 p.m. last night, a 16-year-old girl who had been missing was located by a Maine search and rescue volunteer and her canine. Asia Brown was last seen in her home in Livermore Falls at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. She'd been moving around in the area, which challenged the investigation, according to Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife spokesperson Mark Lottie. Now, the rescue was a joint effort by 10 different departments, including local, county, and state agencies.
Meanwhile, firefighters were called to a woodland fire in Brewer shortly after 4 p.m. Monday. Brewer Fire Chief Eric Turtelot says a neighbor called 911 to report the fire. Turtelot says the homeowner was not on the property at the time of the fire. He says 3 homes were in danger but were saved due to the quick action of firefighters.
Units got on scene. They found an area about 100 by 50 on fire, and they quickly knocked it down.
Well, with school around the corner, families have a lot to think about, but the Northern Light Health Mayo Hospital is trying to make some of those decisions a little easier. The hospital is holding a back-to-school bash and vaccination fair on Thursday, August 11th at its campus in Dover-Foxcroft, complete with games and, of course, prizes. All childhood vaccines will be available at little or no cost, but the event is not only for those looking to be vaccinated. Parents who are seeking more information about vaccines but are not yet sure are also encouraged to attend.
There will be specific tables for families to attend. So if they have questions about vaccines, there'll be a location. I think we're having a demonstration on how to pack a healthy school lunch, other areas of health and wellness, not only vaccines, because we know success at school starts with a healthy start to the school year.
And for more information, you can visit northernlighthealth.org.
Well, it's a great time to buy lobster if you can, but lobstermen and women say the current demand isn't matching the supply, and that's causing issues. Matthew Jurancic has more.
It's more unwelcoming news for lobstermen and women. The price of soft-shell lobster has dropped to pre-pandemic levels. Justin Snyder says it's a 1-2 punch for lobstermen.
What's really affecting them is the increase in costs on everything else. So the lobster price has fallen back to normal, but everything else is just as more expensive, bait and fuel.
Not only is inflation a primary reason, but it also has to do with supply and demand.
As we're seeing in the greater lobster industry is a reduction in the demand as compared to last year. We're in the high supply part of the lobster season, if you will. The demand is not there and there's an oversupply, the lobster price is going to come down. So that's what we're seeing right now.
According to Waterway Guides, the average price of diesel tops $5 a gallon based on where you load up, something that plays into whether lobstermen go out.
It's a really good balancing act is what they really have to do. They have to do the math and figure out, is it really beneficial for them to go lobstering if, when you factor in bait and fuel costs with such a low lobster price right now.
Besides the drop in price, factors like the Chinese not buying as much lobster also factors into the lower lobster prices. But as Snyder says, it's just part of the industry.
Year's definitely different, in the lobster industry. Last year we were dealing with, high demand, a very high boat price. Now it's just the opposite. Things are coming back to normal on the demand side of things. The retail demand both here on the island and elsewhere is different. All of that is having a greater effect.
Despite the low lobster costs, Snyder is confident that the industry will rebound. Reporting from Southwest Harbor, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
And in other news tonight, gubernatorial candidate Paul LePage spoke during a Bangor Rotary Club speaker series where he addressed key issues and values of his campaign. He claims that the state of Maine has had too many failures when it comes to recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. The former governor also spoke about ongoing staffing shortages despite there being a number of jobs available. One of LePage's biggest concerns, though, is the rising cost of oil ahead of the winter season.
I would have taken a portion of that money and I put it into an account. And I've gone to all the oil dealers and gas dealers and say, charge what you charged last year and send the balance of the payment. The state will pick up the balance of the payment because I am deathly afraid of our elderly freezing this winter.
The Rotary Club will continue this special speaker series, which takes place every Tuesday for the month of August. Next week, on August 16th, Congressman Jared Golden is expected to attend. And for more information, including Zoom details, you can visit bangorrotary.org.
Congresswoman Shelley Pingree and other members of Congress are asking President Biden to extend the moratorium on student loan repayments. Pingree says several House Democrats in Washington are calling on the president and U.S. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona to extend the pause, which is set to expire on August 31st. She says with inflation, the Russia-Ukraine war, and another possible surge in COVID, now is not the time for a repayment burden on Americans.
For a lot of us, we think there should be more reform with the student loan program. But at this moment in time, we just don't want people to be forced back in on August 31st. The timing just does not seem right.
Pingree says interest rates are also too high on private and federally borrowed student loans. She's currently co-sponsoring a bill called the 0% Student Loan Refinancing Act, which would allow Americans to refinance at an interest rate of 0% until December 31st, 2024. Now, there is no set date for a vote on that bill.
And certainly there are so many Mainers who can relate to student debt, how it affects your life, your lifestyle, your ability to purchase a home, get a credit card, buy a car. It really is so impactful. So it'll be interesting to see where reform efforts are directed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know a lot of people, including myself, dealing with that currently.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, well, taking a look outside, we did have a gorgeous day. We're definitely still riding the hot and muggy train.
Indeed.
But hey, it is summer and we're enjoying it.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I mean, there's not much to complain about.
Right.
We've asked for these hot temperatures all year, and here we have them.
Here we have them. All right. And with a little bit more what we can expect, at least in the coming hours, let's turn things over and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you brought your umbrella today. Your first weather is brought to you by GRF Real Estate Company. And okay, so today we're watching this area for the threat for some severe weather. There's thunderstorms out there now, but they are beginning to wind down. But still, some locally heavy rainfall is possible tonight. Here's the radar, and again, there's a couple areas in here of heavy winds, gusty winds, very heavy rain, and some small hail. It'll come through in waves tonight, so expect 2 or 3 waves this evening before winding down shortly after midnight tonight. And there is a back edge to it. It's right there, moving in our direction. Tomorrow, we have lots of sunshine back in the forecast. For tonight, though, still, the threats are low, but they're there with some hail, some wind, and heavy rain possible before midnight tonight. So our forecast then tonight, though, is decreasing clouds after midnight, a bit breezy out there as well with muggy low temperatures in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter?
All righty.
So cooling down a little bit at least overnight.
Yeah, we like those calm, cool overnights for sure. Well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a historic building in the town of Orono is set to be converted into a brand new office space.
And the Brewer Garden Bird Club is replacing a 70-year-old Blue Star Memorial Highway marker. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
When it comes to finding the right health insurance for your small business, It can feel like you're the only one looking out for the well-being of your team. But when you partner with a nonprofit health insurer who not only understands your needs as a business owner, but puts your people over their profits, it allows your business to keep doing what it does best. With a team who can take comfort in knowing they're cared for, people over profits. Now that's a novel idea. Get a quote from your broker or visit healthoptions.org.
Who doesn't love getting a little more? Get more when you play the Maine Lottery. It's the 5th anniversary of the Reward Me Club, and you're invited to the celebration. Enter any non-winning instant ticket, draw game, or fast play ticket into the Reward Me Club by August 31st, and you could win some great prizes, including a grand prize 3 nights in a 4-star Maine resort. Well, that's more than you bargained for. Play today.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Everyone needs a place to call home, somewhere where they can feel comfortable and be themselves. Finding that home is not always easy. Let RE/MAX at Home take the stress out of it for you. We take a personal approach and try to put ourselves in our clients' shoes and envision them in a home with their friends and their family. Communication, transparency, honesty, and integrity are what we value when interacting with our clients. We like to simplify the process and make it hassle-free. RE/MAX. Don't worry, we've done this a million times.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Welcome back, everybody. A tentative agreement has been reached between the town of Lincoln and 2 corporations to attempt to put the former mill site there to use. BioFine Developments Northeast, Inc. and the Lincoln Lakes Innovation Corporation have been working with the town of Lincoln to use the former mill for multi-phase biofuel refinery development. Now, according to the town, BD&E could build at least 2 phases of its biorefinery development at the mill. The company utilizes waste wood products and cellulose waste to produce a substitute for home heating fuel, which also by default then produces byproducts used in food and fragrance production. Now, the ongoing agreement between BD&E, LLIC, and the town remains subject, though, to final negotiations.
The town of Orono could see a historic building converted into a brand new space. Our AJ Douglas learned what this could mean for town members and UMaine students.
A Texas-based company called Tyler Technologies submitted a now-approved proposal to the town of Orono's planning board. The proposed project would convert the University Inn into an office space to create job opportunities and internships for co-development students at UMaine. The director of Community Economic Development, Mitch Stone, says the tech company is working with the town council on the next steps.
Contract zones typically have to be vetted, and those all go through the council.
The company has submitted a rezoning application. The property currently sits in a medium-density residential area, and the application would allow village commercial use, which is consistent with the company's requested construction.
That piece of property actually was identified in our comprehensive plan as a piece that was ripe for rezoning or contract zoning because of where it lies next to the village commercial in the downtown.
Tyler Technologies has an existing relationship in the state of Maine. ERP Division President Chris Webster says it's time to expand and support the existing 30 employees in the Bangor area with a larger space.
Recruiting and hiring in southern Maine is very competitive. And this was really an opportunity to recruit and expand our presence into an additional Maine labor market. We wanted to be as close to UMaine as possible for enhancing some of the partnering that we're doing, the internships, recruiting.
Stone says the proposed office space would encourage more diversity and inclusion in the area.
Business, a software company that would attract younger families, which is part of our comprehensive plan. So the project makes a lot of sense.
The Public Town Council hearing will take place August 8th. If the proposal is approved, the tech company plans to begin construction by November. In Orono, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Well, the Brewer Garden and Bird Club has spruced up a well-known marker. They recently replaced a 70-year-old Blue Star Memorial Highway marker. Carol Smith from Brewer Garden and Bird Club said the old marker was damaged and couldn't be properly refurbished, so with the help of a local veteran, the club raised the $1,590 needed to purchase a new one. They'll be holding a rededication ceremony on August 30th at 11 a.m. on the site. The marker is located on the corner of Wilson Street and Mullen Way near the pool.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, how a locally owned and operated gift box company is opening its newest and largest location in Brewer.
And in sports, it's been quite the summer for a couple Hampton baseball programs, and neither is ready to see the season end. We'll have that story right after the break.
When I married my late husband, who was a widower, I took on his beautiful daughters as my own. The chaos of raising 5 girls while working full-time didn't exactly prepare me to govern during turbulent times, but it helped. I learned to listen and work together because no one has a monopoly on solutions in a family or in a state. That's why we brought Democrats, Republicans, and Independents together to move Maine forward. Girls, some things just don't change.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Who's on it with Jardiance?
We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're hitting the trails between meetings.
And putting the brakes on fried foods.
Jardiance is a once-daily pill that not only lowers A1C, it goes beyond to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease. And Jardiance may help you lose some weight.
Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
A once-daily pill that goes beyond lowering A1C?
We're on it.
We're on it.
We're on it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Incubus. Live. August 7th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. One incredible night with Incubus. With special guests, Sublime with Rome and the Aqua Dolls. Incubus, on sale now. Buy tickets at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Part of the Varney Insurance Concert Series.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, when the Red Sox traded Christian Vasquez to the Astros on Monday night, Chaim Bloom said straight up, it's an incomplete picture. Now the trade deadline has come and gone, and the Red Sox are at least one spot deeper at first base. Boston has reportedly traded for Padres first baseman Eric Hosmer after he exercised his no-trade clause as part of the Juan Soto deal with the Nationals. The Red Sox will get a couple of prospects while sending lefty Jay Groom over in the deal. San Diego is also expected to absorb a large portion of the contract. Hosmer is a career .277 hitter and a four-time Gold Glover. He's batting .272 with 8 home runs and 40 RBIs so far this season. So after talks of selling, guys like JD Martinez and Nate Eovaldi will in fact stay put and will stay on baseball because the Queen City River Dogs captured the Senior Legion state title last week. Now they're headed down to Massachusetts to show New England what Maine is made of. Tyler Cruz has more.
The longer you leave someone like us around, the underdog around, the more you believe.
It's been about a week since the Queen City River Dogs defied all odds, beating the higher seed Bessie Motors twice in a row to capture the Maine Senior Legion state title.
I said, no one expects us to win. Nobody expects us to win.
I'm still riding the high a little bit, I won't lie to you. It's been an experience for sure.
We were the only people in the whole stadium that knew we were going to win.
It's that underdog mentality that's carried them through the dog days of summer.
We've won when people haven't expected us to.
A couple big games where we had Bangor and Trenton that we never felt intimidated at all. The kids know that they're good players.
Queen City practically has the same roster this summer as they did last. But they were 2-0 in the state tournament just a year ago. So what's different?
The team's pretty much exactly the same. I think it's just the energy we brought this year because we both had pretty successful seasons, Brewer and Hamden, in high school ball.
And now they're gearing up for the American Legion Northeast Regional, facing off against Rhode Island on Wednesday afternoon.
We have nothing to lose, really. I mean, we're going down there trying to play our best ball at the right time of the year. Obviously, this is going to be a tournament full of loaded teams.
So while they're there to win, it's the memories off the field that will be traveling with them back to Maine no matter what happens.
Spending time with the teammates, this will last in my brain forever as like a great time with our team.
We have a really good group of guys here, so I think the hotel energy is going to be pretty fun, maybe a little chaotic, but that and then going out there and seeing where we stack up against the teams from the Northeast.
Reporting from Hamden, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you, Tyler. And based on experience, it's all about the hotel. Baseball's secondary. Not really. These guys are in it to win it. Hamden's summer baseball success didn't just stop at Senior Legion, though. At the junior Little League level, the Broncos also punched their ticket to the regional championships in New Jersey. Now, Hamden captured the state title on Saturday afternoon, beating Acadian in the final game of a doubleheader. Now, lately, the Broncos have dominated their opponents on their way to regionals, and early on, it didn't take long to recognize how special this team could be.
After seeing our first 1 or 2 games and see how well we just played together, then after that I had a pretty good idea that we were going to go pretty far in the tournament.
They all get along well, a lot of great camaraderie inside the dugout, no bickering. They all know exactly what they need to do for their jobs, on and off the field both.
Now, on the field, 14-year-old Bodie Bishop has proven to be a rising star across several Hamden teams. This summer, Bishop took home the rare Triple Crown. He helped win a state title with Junior Little League, Junior Legion, and even Senior Legion, playing up with the River Dogs during their playoff push.
It's just been so fun, just playing for one team and then playing for another team, then playing for the other team. And it was just great having all 3 teams come out on top.
Bodie is a great guy, very humble. He comes out to play. All he wants to do is win. He's just an all-around, he's a ball player. He really is.
So good luck to both teams. And to raise money for the trips, both teams have set up a GoFundMe, and you can contribute to that and find more information on our website, foxbangor.com. All right, that's sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Dave, thank you. A couple of rounds of showers and storms yet to get through tonight, followed by a very nice day again tomorrow with sunshine and temperatures back up in the 80s. But right now, we're talking about lines of showers and storms, all non-severe currently, but they do have a history of producing some gusty winds, heavy downpours, and some small hail in there as well. And here's the back edge of it, right up to the west of us. That will come through tonight, and as it does, the wind will shift out of the west. That's the patches of a cold front. That's going to bring us much nicer weather for tomorrow. All right, Futurecast shows the big line getting out of here tonight. Tomorrow, this is a full day of sunshine tomorrow. Here's 7:30. Then watch all day long, hardly a cloud in the sky. It's going to be gorgeous out tomorrow with temperatures back up in the 80s and then increasing clouds late tomorrow night. Could bring us a couple more showers on Thursday. All right, the threats tonight, though, are very, very low. So hail, wind, heavy rain, more likely a heavy rain event in the next couple hours or so, and it should wind down shortly after or most likely before midnight tonight. All right, so the winds right now are out of the south. They've been a little gusty, too, right? We have wind gusts around 25 miles per hour. That's kicking the sea breeze in as well, making things a bit cooler right along the coastal and down east areas. That will be effect tomorrow as well with that southwest wind. The allergies, though, are kicking up there as well. Tree pollen looking pretty good with grass pollen in the moderate category. If you are sniffling and sneezing, this could be a reason why, as we have lots of grass pollen in the air right now. So the big story, though, is the temperatures, right? It's going to be another hot week for us. 80s out there today, 80s tomorrow, and for Thursday and for Friday and probably the weekend as well, as a hot summer for us continues. Look at the highs out there today with 86 here in Bangor, 85 for Millinocket, 78 though for Bar Harbor with that sea breeze. Tomorrow, same story. We'll have temperatures back up in the 80s tomorrow or near 80 tomorrow, followed by even warmer temperatures getting in here on Thursday into Friday. A couple of us could flirt with 90 again toward the end of the week. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is the storms out there now will be ending. Some dense fog is likely out there well after midnight as the air goes calm for a couple hours. Look for a west wind near 5 early, going calm late, with muggy low temperatures down near 63. For tomorrow, okay, let's just take this in, right? Mostly sunny, less humid tomorrow. It's still going to be a little bit humid, but not less like today was. Look for high temperatures near 85 with a west wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows hot weather, right? 85 for tomorrow. That's a 90. A couple of you could do low 90s on Thursday. Lots of sunshine. There's that chance for rain again on Friday. A cold front back in the area on Friday with a high temperature near 84. A couple of those storms Friday could be locally strong. And then back over the weekend, temperatures near 85 Saturday, back up near 90 again on Sunday. Beth?
All righty, Jeff. Thanks so much.
And still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Choose a Boderas boiler from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover Foxcroft.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You saw high commission investment products, right?
Nope, Fisher avoids them.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Never at Fisher Investments.
Okay, then you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No. We structure our fees so we do better when clients do better. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
If you have advanced non-small cell lung cancer, your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Together, Opdivo plus Yervoy helps your immune system launch a response that fights cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more time to remember. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about the combination of 2 immunotherapies, Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
Tonight, the deadly floods as families brace for more rain, fast-moving fires, record heat, plus monkeypox containing the spread. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most-watched program on all of television.
Finally tonight, a locally owned and operated gift box company is opening its newest and largest location in Brewer. After 6 years of operation, Box of Maine has opened its 3rd location. From humble beginnings as a mail-order business out of its owner's basement, Box of Maine has grown to a company that has customers all over the world. From that demand, Box of Maine was able to find its newest home in Brewer. Daniel Finnemore, the owner, says the new location is better suited for the business's packaging and shipping needs. He says it also offers something completely new, a storefront where guests can go and browse the selection of over 200 different Maine goodies.
Now we can expand and do other things. We can start to do seafood. We have a retail location where now our customers can come in, and we have tourists that come in every day, and they're just a little gift shop. They can come in and build their own box. So it's unlimited on what we can do now.
And with so much success, Daniel says he thought Box of Maine should also give back to the communities around it. So every month, Box of Maine partners up with a different nonprofit organization, this month's partner being the Durgan Center in Brewer.
As we team up for our big grand opening, it's the Durgan Center, Eastern Area Agency on Aging. It just made sense. They're here in Brewer. They just moved to Brewer recently as well, and they're out supporting their community through programs and events.
Great to see that partnership and that business grow.
Yep, small business success. Awesome.
We love to see it.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.